The Price of Loyalty, a story of inheritance and betrayal. The passing of my father a few months ago should have been a time for grieving, but it has quickly devolved into a bitter legal battle. The will was clear, his entire estate was left to me, with my brother, Mark 40 meters, and sister, Jenna 38F, explicitly disinherited. This wasn't a snap decision. My father's choice was rooted in a history of their greed and his heartache. A decade ago, when he was financially comfortable, Mark and Jenna begged him for an early share of their inheritance, $150,000 each, to start their own businesses. My generous father agreed. They didn't invest it, they blew it all within 2 years on luxury vacations and new cars. Then, with brazen entitlements, they asked for more. When he refused, their true colors showed. They became cruel and vindictive. They cut him out of their lives, refusing to visit and, worst of all, preventing him from seeing his grandchildren. They even poisoned the extended family against him, painting him as a miser who was hoarding their money. The final years, while my siblings deserted him, I was the one who stepped up. I already had a good career, a life I had worked hard to build, so I didn't need or want his money. I was simply there for him. I managed his finances, ensured he got to every doctor's appointment, and was his sole companion. It was just me and him at the end, in hospice, until his final breath. My father was meticulous and prepared. His will is an ironclad document, drawn up by his longtime lawyer, and includes a specific clause stating Mark and Jenna had already received their shares during my lifetime. The legal war. Now that they realize they've been cut out, the fury of my siblings knows no bounds. They are blowing up my phone, claiming I poisoned Dad against them. They're telling the family I'm the villain, and I'm fielding calls from relatives suggesting I should do the right thing and share. The situation escalated today when I was served with legal papers. They've hired a lawyer and are contesting the will, claiming undue influence, that I took advantage of my father in his old age. They then made a repulsive offer. They would drop the lawsuit if I simply handed over $100,000 each. My response was immediate and final: get lost. I told them I would never give them a single cent of our father's money after the way they treated him and the decades of pain they inflicted. They chose money over their father once, and I refuse to let them succeed now. I am livid. I know fighting this in court will be a financial drain, perhaps even costing more than their extortionate demands. But the thought of rewarding their cruelty makes me sick. I told them I'd see them in court, and I meant it. My perspective is admittedly lost in the rage, but I simply cannot imagine giving in.